Hello, YouTube world. Thanks for checking in the Khaliis Take. This is your first time to the channel. Please like, subscribe. Also hit the notification bell so you can get the newest and bonus content that's being put out. We put out videos every day, so you won't miss no content here. Let's just go ahead and jump right into it. Last night's game was really not good for the Clippers. It just made it look like they were, helpless. I'm not seeing enough out of Kawhi Leonard. Even though that's my favorite player, I need to see more. I need to see more aggressiveness, and I need to have Ty Lue to stop having Kawhi Leonard try to be a point guard. I need Kawhi Leonard to be a shooter. That's what he is. He's a shooter and a defender. That's what he does. Getting assists and things like that, yeah, that's extra. That's not supposed to be, dominant, which means that's not supposed to be the prominent part of his game. That's supposed to be the additional part of his game, not implementing that like that's what he need to have every game for them to win. Because that's not Kawhi Leonard's, MO. That's not how he carries himself. Kawhi Leonard is a shooter first and defender type guy. That's who he is. And if Ty Lue is not going to play him to his strengths, well, the Clippers not going to have a chance. You just saw Kawhi Leonard go was it game 6 versus the Mavericks where he put up the 45 points. Yeah, Kawhi Leonard can do that. But you have to let Kawhi Leonard, you got to give him that green light. You can't ask Kawhi Leonard to be a point guard or point forward because that's not who he is. That's not how his game is built. And I'm going to need Ty Lue to fix that. Let him be more aggressive. Give him the green light, 17, 18 feet from the basket. Let Kawhi Leonard work and work his magic and do what he does because he has been a two-time champion and he knows what it's like to go through these moments and he knows how to get out of them. Now, as far as PG did have 27 points, but he shot horrible. These last 4 or 5 games, dating back to the last series, PG has just been shooting bad efficiently wise, and it's just not going to help the Clippers get nowhere going forward because you need your second tier player to dominate as well as the number one player at times. You know what I'm saying? That's the point of having two superstars. So, and another thing is, I like the fact that Ty Lue is putting in, was it Luke Kennard and Boogie? But where's Rajon Rondo? Where's Rondo? You went and got Rondo for one specific reason to help you win a championship. So I don't care if Ty Lue's pride is on the line or whatever he feels. Take your pride and throw it in the trash and put Rondo back in this damn series or in the game because when Kawhi Leonard is trying to pass out of double teams and do all these things, that throws his rhythm off. That throws his game off, really, because he's sacrificing the times of where he can get into a rhythm shooting wise and take over a series to be a passer. And I feel like the Doc Rivers implemented last year as well. And I don't think that's right. I don't think that's what should be happening. I think the Clippers should be more um, predicated to getting Kawhi what he needs. And he needs it 17, 18 feet from the basket. And he needs to be playing on the level that he is used to playing on. And the level he's used to playing on is superstardom, top three player. The only way he's going to do that is you let him play his game the way he knows how to play it, not let him be out there taking less shots, trying to be a passer. He's not a point forward. He's not LeBron James. That's not his game. His game is shooting, playing defense. He's a shooter and a defender. That's what he is. Best two-way player of the game. So Ty Lue, I need you to get that right and get Kawhi Leonard in position so he could be more aggressive. And Ty Lue, putting Rondo in the game helps Paul George be more efficient. That's just what it is. Paul George is more efficient when Rondo's in the game because Rondo gets him in better position to score and gets him more high quality shots rather than Paul George going 1-on-2 trying to dribble past somebody with this, crossover of his that, barely gets around anybody. Nobody falls for it. So I don't know what Paul George is doing, but I'm gonna need Paul George to, figure out another way to implement himself in these games and be more efficient. Because if you're going 4 for 19, 5 for 22, all this other stuff, you're really not helping the Clippers out. Because there should be some games where Paul George be the feature guy. There should be some games where Paul George, should have 35, 40 points. There should be some games like that because Paul George is definitely capable enough of doing that. Just like Kawhi is capable enough of taking over some games. But it's like Paul George's not taking over any, and he's not being efficient, and he's not helping them. You know, and if he's not going to do these things, then it's like, what's the point? What's the point of all this? And like I said, without Rondo in the games, I just don't understand what Ty Lue's doing. I don't get it. Rondo's a champion. He knows how to orchestrate an offense. Let him do his thing. I personally believe that Ty Lue has something against Rondo because Rondo is trying to run everything on the court while Ty Lue's trying to run the operation himself. And I get that because coaches and point guards clash all the time because point guards run the offense, and I get that. I know how Rondo can be. We all know how he could be, but at the same time, he's won championships as well. He knows what he's talking about, and he knows how to get these guys in position. And I think that's what's hurting the Clippers. Like these last two games, hell, they could have won. But having somebody like Rondo on the floor could have helped a lot because instead of Kawhi Leonard spinning into a double team trying to pass out to Nicholas Batum, he could pass the ball to somebody like Rondo. And Rondo will sit there and wait for the defense to open up more and then wait for the Kawhi to get back into his position of 17 feet. Now Kawhi's ISO with Bogdanovich, and so he can give him that work. See what I'm talking about? It's a big difference when you have the right players implemented in there, in the system, because everything works better. It flows better. And this is what I'm saying. If Ty Lue is not going to understand that, if he's not going to preach that to his players, if he's not going to get that to them, if he's not going to help them understand that and implement that in their ways, this series is going to be over with. They have to play better on defense. They have to be more energized. They have to be more ready to go. They have to be ready to go to war tomorrow because if you go down 0-3, like I said, I don't see no team coming down back from 0-3. I don't think no team ever has. 3-1 maybe, but not 0-3. So my point is this. You got to try to find a way to win tomorrow. Tomorrow is the game 7. It's no other way to look at it. I mean, Clippers are putting themselves in bad positions to me. You should be putting yourself in position to at least have the series tied 1-1, but I don't know. I'm just not seeing Ty Lue put the right strategy together. I'm not seeing Kawhi and them execute the plan good enough. That's just the way it is. Um, thank goodness for Reggie Jackson, though. I mean, as good as he's been playing, these last several games, that's really helped them a lot. Reggie Jackson kept them in the game a lot last night. Reggie Jackson was the one helped bring them back to get the 2-point lead last night after they were down 19. So it's like, we just look, the Clippers need more help from each other. And they need to put the right pieces in there that's going to help them be better. I need, like I said, I need to see more Rondo. I need to see more Rondo. I'm not seeing him enough. For what the Clippers went and got him for, he should be in the offense way more than not. And I know he's older, but like I said, if anything, if Rondo don't play the whole game, he needs to play the fourth quarter. If he doesn't play the whole game, he needs to play bare minimum a little bit of the third, all of the fourth, just about. Because he's one of those type players that can make a difference in key plays. Whereas, Donovan Mitchell splits a double team, Rondo can jump in there and take a charge, get a steal, rotate on defense. I mean, Rondo makes a difference in a lot of ways, and it's like Ty Lue's just not seeing it. So, I mean, I don't know. We'll see exactly how it goes. We'll see exactly how it pans out. Game 3 is tomorrow. A lot of things can be said about this game. A lot of adjustments can be made, but the Clippers have to make them. And, Utah doesn't look like they're slowing up. So the Clippers going to have to make some vast decisions, and they're going to have to be pretty quick. Because if they're not, then, well, the Clippers' season might be over with. But hey, this is my take on it. I just wanted to drop a little knowledge on the what's going on. Really disappointed in what's going on in Clipperville right now. I would say, but hey, the Clippers were down 0-2 in the last series. They found a way, so we'll see what they do tomorrow. Take it one game at a time, and maybe by next week, it'll be tied 2-2. We'll see. But it starts with tomorrow, and got to be aggressive, got to make less mistakes, less turnovers, and got to be more efficient. That's just the way it goes. So, hey, this is my take on it. Hey, y'all leave any comments in the comment section like you always do. I always appreciate them more than I appreciate mine. And let's talk about it. And Cali out.